Hi! Hello, and welcome to the Daily Almanac for December 25th. So, let's get started. First day in history! On this day in history, December 25th, 1801, the first complete skeleton of a mastodon found in the U.S. went on display at the Mammoth Room of Peale's Museum in Philadelphia. The massive bones had been discovered in the Hudson River Valley of New York State in the spring of that same year. Also, on this day in 1821, Clara Barton was born. She was the founder and president of the American Red Cross for 22 years. Under her leadership, the wartime role of the Red Cross was expanded to include assisting in any great national disaster during peacetime. Barton was also highly dedicated to furthering the rights of women. And on this day in 1830, the first regularly scheduled passenger train in the United States began operation when a South Carolina Canal and Railroad Company train steamed out of Charleston along a 6-mile, a 9-kilometer line of track. The new service's locomotive steam engine named Best Friend was the first in the U.S. to pull an entire string of cars. Word power! Today on Word Power, we're going to talk about the word fairy tale. A fairy tale is a story that includes characters that do not exist in real life, like witches, goblins, and fairies. One of my favorite fairy tales is the story of Hansel and Gretel, the brother and sister who were sent to the woods by their parents. Hansel and Gretel got lost in the woods until they finally came upon a magical house that was made out of sweet-tasting things. The witch who lived in the house captured Hansel and Gretel and put them in a cage. The witch planned to eat up the children, but they tricked her and finally escaped. Before they left, they found the witch's treasures and took them back to their mother and father. And that is the end of the fairy tale.
Ooh, extremes.
Today on Extremes, we ask, what kind of bird has the longest feathers in the world? The answer is the phoenix fowl. The feathers on the tail of the phoenix fowl can be up to 34 feet 9 inches long, or 10.6 meters. Imagine having a plume of feathers that was longer than a school bus. It must take a lot of preening to keep those feathers clean. The phoenix fowl with the longest feathers are raised in captivity.
Health tips.
I want to talk with you about the mineral zinc. Zinc helps your immune system. Your immune system is your body's system for fighting off illnesses and infections. Zinc also helps heal wounds like cuts, and zinc helps your cells grow. Some foods that are rich in zinc are beef, pork, lamb, and legumes, such as beans, peas, lentils, and peanuts. In every suffrage battle, that's a fight for the right to vote, in America's history, Article 1, Section 4 of the Constitution saved the day. It provided that Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations governing elections. Now, without that provision of Article 1, unfair voting practices might still exist in the United States. This precious right, this right to vote, was hard won by many of our nation's citizens. Today, active citizenship demands that Americans cast a vote to have their say in the political arena. After the bitter struggle to gain the right to vote for all our citizens, one might well wonder why so many Americans do not exercise this right. When you are old enough, I want you to promise me that you will always vote. Well, that's all the time we have left today for Daily Almanac. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you tomorrow.